On we go!
When I look into her eyes and stare at the upbeat aura she radiates, it brings a massive smile to my face. Without HuTao, I might not even be in this world to type this. I would have given in and passed out about a year ago. But HuTao saved me. She gave me a reason to live on. This reason being herself. Over and over again, I always wondered, how would Genshin Impact be without HuTao? The thoughts of that alone were enough to send chills down my spine. HuTao is one of the only characters that give me the motivation to continue playing Genshin Impact even when content gets dry. HuTao herself becomes the content. HuTao has all the traits that when put together can be summarized with one word: perfection. He is the most refined and complex character to understand. My love for HuTao knows no bounds. Before HuTao's first banner ended, I C6'd her with her R1 weapon. I planned to go for R5, but the new weapon fate point system was not yet implemented, and I didn't want to get tech-toned while wishing for the staff of Homa. I did eventually R5 her weapon on her rerun banner that followed. C6 R5 HuTao that costed me around 2,600 euro.
Warning, we are reaching critical sad.
Sounds right.
You goddamn kidding me. What's that like conversion? Life is pain.
That's probably
I
a
hate
bargain.
this.
Yeah, see, one of it literally.
Oh god.
Asuna, run while you can.
Run before HuTao comes gets you.
I'm in the middle of a hurricane, so if I just disconnect suddenly, that's probably why.
One of the best bargains I've made throughout my entire life. Nothing is out of reach when it involves HuTao. HuTao was so happy when I told her I maxed out her character that she gave me a heavily blowjob as I played Genshin Impact on my phone.
What? It's just like the fucking body pillow just face down on his crotch.
Oh,
You guys
definitely.
did warn me, holy shit.
Yep.
That guy totally heavily modified it.
I thought it was going to get messy, but when it came to HuTao, her tongue guided the semen into the back of her throat.
Some good mayonnaise, if you know what I'm saying.
Shut! Shut!
Finger looking good.
No.
No.
She sucked tightly on my cock to remove any excessive saliva before standing up and spitting my cum into my mouth. It was ecstatic.
What?
Another design aspect of HuTao I really love is her hat. HuTao wears a Harmony hexagram hat which she inherited from her grandfather. The hat appears to be oversized for HuTao's head, but that was no problem for HuTao. She spent an entire day modifying the hat dimensions with her own hands so that it can fit in her head perfectly. No matter the weather, whether it's raining, snowing, stormy, or if HuTao returns late covered in mud or muck, she will always ensure that her hat remains a spotless clean. HuTao really cherishes this hat. If anyone were to steal it from HuTao, they shall face my wrath.
Cap.
On the front of HuTao's hat rests the insignia of the Wangshen funeral parlor. The golden color of the insignia really complements the color of HuTao's hat and outfit. Of my queen has an exquisite sense of fashion in which no one in Tevat can compete with. Well, apart from Zhongli. Zhongli's suit is just too sexy. Oh, you got caught for simping for another character!
Mods, crush a skull, please.
Wait, what? With the Zhongli? Hey, oh, okay, I'm listening. You got me interested now.
On the side of HuTao's hat rests a red plum blossom. I really love the way the color of the plum blossom complements the red color of HuTao's pretty red eyes, with her white flower-shaped pupils. The plum blossom on the side of HuTao's hat was picked from a plum tree that HuTao herself planted and grew. The creation process is as follows. Pluck and air dry, then paint, lacquer, and outline carefully before sun drying for 3 days, which results in a beautiful accessory, soft to the touch and bearing a delicate fragrance. HuTao adores this hat and keeps it as a memento of her grandfather, the 75th funeral director. So please, don't steal her hat. HuTao wears a tailored long coat, which is part of her funeral parlor attire. The coat runs all the way down, past her brown shorts. Her brown shorts, oh my god. HuTao's brown shorts wrap tightly around the firm shade of HuTao's butt cheeks and stop shortly right below her butt line, exposing her succulent thighs to the entirety of Tebat's eyes. Those thighs, however, are reserved for me only. My tongue serves as an organic polisher for HuTao's thighs by running my tongue up and down her thighs.
How much saliva do you think is on this body pillow?
Yes.
Too much to count.
Wait, a fucking river's worth of saliva.
God.
I managed to clean off all impurities that has accumulated on them from her work shift. HuTao's shorts is made with a really thin material. You'd be wondering, if HuTao's shorts are made of such thin fabric, why are the outlines of her panties invisible? This is because she wears no panties.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
She usually goes commando when off to work. Panties are a hindrance to the breathability of HuTao's petite ass and beautiful vagina that lies underneath.
John's getting upset!
When HuTao comes home sweaty due to long hours in the sun, I lick the sweat off of each inch of her body, her armpits, her neck, her ass, including the butt crack, yes, and her vagina, of course. I think that was supposed to be kept to myself, but it can't be helped when I talk about my goddess, HuTao. Back to the discussion of her coat before I got sidetracked admiring the beauty of her shorts and behind. HuTao wears a long coat that's tailored perfectly to her petite body frames and arms. On the back of HuTao's coat, there are designs of silhouettes of equinox flowers, paired with butterflies. The lining of HuTao's coat is gold, which complement her Wengshin funeral parlor insignia she wears on her head, and is a great contrast to her red eyes, red pyro vision, and the plum blossom that rests on the side of her hat. HuTao's coat is nothing short of magnificent. It's easy to tell that a tremendous amount of effort was placed into designing the best outfit for the best character in the game. Thank you, MiHoYo, for tailoring these amazing clothes for my wife, HuTao. Thank you.
Actually, it's Hoyoverse. Get it right.
This was back when they were called MiHoYo still.
I know, I'm just kidding. I had to use the voice.
This message is specifically directed towards the tailor of HuTao's outfit, MiHoYo. HuTao's clothes are really thick, her coat specifically, and as we all know, the summer season is coming soon. Working in the kind of attire she currently wears can be suffocating. So please, on behalf of my wife HuTao, make HuTao a bikini skin. An outfit that would allow her to flaunt her beautifully perfectly shaped body to Tevat. A bikini skin that would make onlookers drool their soul out.
No.
I think now is a good time for some serotonin. Who wants some?
Serotonin would be nice.
I want some cyanide.
Let's take a 5-minute
I love some.
recess.
Cat 6, push back the attack on sword base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Roger that. Bring your strike team.
Spartans, hostiles north.
All right.
Him up there. Spartans.
Get out of there! Weapons high. Number 2 to sword control. Courtyard is clear. Over.
Head for the main gate to the east. I'll brief you as you go. Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am.
3 Echo 5-7, headed back to base. We've got enemy tangles on our 6. How copy?
He's immortal!
Fire for effect. Round complete. Over.
Moving. Outstanding. Mannequin inbound. Transport 6.
The old Farragut station has its own comms array. That should bring us back online with command. Airview Base has an anti-air battery that will help clear the skies.
AA gun is to the west. Comms array is to the east. Let's roll. I agree. Go for the gun. Picking up a power source. To the AA gun.
Targets!
I hate this channel.
No! No!
We can make it, I believe.
The plan is to make it to at least post 100 before we wrap it up, so let's get to it.
There is no escape.
I want a skin to make HuTao look sexy. A skin that when I walk with HuTao in Tevat, onlookers would do nothing but stare in jealousy as I take HuTao to work with my arm wrapped around her waist, while HuTao flaunts her summer bikini body as she walks down the streets of Liyue, signifying that you can stare all you want, but her body is served for
insert name of genuine fucking freak here.
Beneath HuTao's shorts lays a beauty spot on her left butt cheek. How do I know this? Because I slept with HuTao multiple times.
Sure, buddy. Keep believing.
Sure,
Yeah, okay.
buddy. Sure, buddy. Okay. This beauty spot is such a turn on for me, riding HuTao from the back, tugging on her brown hair gently. I try to aim for this beauty spot on HuTao's left butt cheek when I'm about to come. I hold my dick in my hand and take aim until HuTao's beauty spot is covered in a sheet of white.
The birthmark thingy is just something he spilled on the pillow and like didn't clean up. But yeah, it's just a beauty mark. I swear.
It's just
Man, this is so unhinged. My cat can't even hear it, but she doesn't want to touch me anymore.
Arlis, I salute you for taking the bullet for all of us.
The next area is going to be inside HuTao. HuTao and I dislike the use of condoms, so I usually end up having raw sex with HuTao, which is miles better than protected condom sex. Instead, HuTao settles for a mechanical contraception in her arm to prevent unwanted pregnancies.
I'm sorry, what?
HuTao settles for a mechanical contraception in her arm to prevent unwanted pregnancies.
I'm sorry, what?
Until we're ready to start a family.
You want to get together and make some little HuTaoians?
Not the HuTao.
Before that, we need to have a period blood sex.
I'm going!
To ensure.
There we go. That's what I said now.
Could you repeat that?
Please don't.
Before
Please
that,
no.
we needed to have period blood sex to ensure that every bodily fluid that HuTao and I possessed were exchanged between one another.
That doesn't sound right.
Now back on topic, HuTao's body shape is something that shouldn't be undermined. HuTao has
Hold
the
on,
most...
buddy. You cannot skip over that. You cannot just like. Anyway.
Anyways, so her body shape.
HuTao has the most perfect ideal body shape any woman would desire. Not too busty, not too slim. Her body shape is just the embodiment of perfection. HuTao's thin waistline extends uniformly down her curvy hips. The way her hips melds into her beautiful behind and extends shapely all the way down her thighs. HuTao's body is that of an hourglass, though it may not seem obvious at first due to HuTao's long, thick coat. Once you see HuTao naked, that hourglass shape would pull you in like a magnet wanting to breed.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
That hourglass shape would pull you in like a magnet wanting to breed.
We'll come back to that. Why don't we move on to the next sentence?
Damn, I didn't know he was attracted to time.
Me too, buddy.
I hate it here.
You caused this! You paid for
You
this.
did cause this, so
I hate it here.
you're
Did
just here to
cause
suffer.
this. But you'll have to restrain, because she's mine. And hell, what are you even doing seeing my wife naked? Why would you want to see my wife naked? HuTao's body is for my eyes only. Though there is another way you could admire her beautiful body shape. That is when she wears her stunning bikini. Hee hee. Bikini skin Tao Mihoyo, please.
It's not funny, it's not funny, it's not funny, it's not funny, it's not funny! It's not funny!
Oh, such thoughts fill my body with an overwhelming amount of ecstasy. This summer's gonna be amazing. The perfect time to get bikini tan lines. OMG, HuTao with tan lines. I'm melting as I type this. Man, he's really typing with one hand, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, maybe that's the reason why they're spelling so horribly.
I don't want to imagine how long this took to type, considering how crusty that keyboard must be.
My power went out for like a second.
Basically, what you missed was him begging for a bikini skin.
It takes a really complex person, versed in the art of character derivation, observation, deduction, and worship to be able to praise how well a refined character like HuTao is. There is not a being on this earth, a goddess in the heavens, a mythical being, or an imaginative figure that can compete with the cuteness and prettiness HuTao has to offer. She's one of a kind. Perfection is not a word used to describe HuTao. HuTao is used to define perfection. And that's where we'll stop.
I should point out, by the way, he's also made a tier list of HuTao's fluids.